One of the problems with elderly abuse cases is that the victims themselves are in a particularly vulnerable state, and they oftentimes are not able to be good witnesses, as you would expect the other victims of crime. They're a particularly vulnerable group. The victims of elderly abuse are oftentimes torn between cooperating with the police and not cooperating, because although they are the subject of abuse, the abuser is often their strongest hold to outside. They're the people they're oftentimes family members, and they're people that otherwise give them support. So it's a particularly troubling type of crime to prosecute. I would say the most severe instance of elderly abuse that I prosecuted was an individual in the town of Rosendale that actually killed his own father. And left him. He staged the crime scene. He put a space heater very close to his father's body and left them there. And in fact, we ended up discovering the body based on the Meals on Wheels program in Ulster County, where meals were stacking up outside the house, we became a question as to what was going on, and they up going in and finding the gentleman that had passed. And the first time they saw that, they actually thought perhaps that was an unattended death. The state police were called in, and we pursued the case. And when we did the autopsy, we found some very severe fractures in the gentleman's forehead and on the side of his head. And the fractures were in such a way that we felt they could not have been caused by a fall. And that led to the prosecution of the case and ultimately the conviction of the son for murder.